Cook it up. So wait to get your pan back up to a bit of temperature. In the bowl, I'm literally using 2 spuds and some carrots. I'm not even going to bother peeling the carrots. So we're going to put the old kunsel oil in the bowl. Good luck. If you want to be a pretentious person, you can put in olive oil. Just don't put as much in as Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver. Pretty sure they've got shares and stuff. So I'm going to put some rosemary. So dried rosemary. If you've got fresh rosemary, put a couple of sprigs of that in. Yeah, that's about as much as I put it in. Loads of pepper. I can't be arsed using that, so I'm going to use old kunsel salt. A bit of that. Right, so spuds in half, and chunks. You can do wedges if you want, it's not important. Get them out in there. Now your vegetables are going to take roughly 40 minutes. And your beef Wellington from the fridge, which usually from you want to cook it from room temperature, but the Wellington you want to cook it from the fridge, just for the pastry's sake. So I've got some different coloured carrots here according to Tesco, but let's face it, the only different ones are the yellows. So I'm not even going to bother peeling them. I'm going to take the tops off, the tails off, on one side.
You're going to cut them up all fancy?
No, I'm just going to strip along the length, cut them in half. Don't have to look nice. What you do, it's Christmas Day. Spend your day getting pissed instead of cooking shit. Right. Give your veg a good toss. Get it into your pan. A tray that's ready to go in the oven there, lined with foil. Just gonna help it start again. Pretty much everything else that I cook. Chuck in a wee knob of butter. It's going to give it a bit of colour and a bit of flavour. We want to just start this cooking, probably 2-3 minutes, and I'll get fried. I'm going to dump in the butter with the sprouts and the broccoli. Okay, dope. So your vegetables, it's starting to get a little bit of colour on them. By all means, if you want to, you could use beef dripping. I'm going to put a small amount of honey in here. I've got pine tree honey. Doesn't matter, you can use any honey you want. The honey is really going to complement the sweetness of the carrots. And when you roast vegetables, the sugars in them concentrate anyway, so just want to give it a good stir just so they get a good coating. And the tray. Give the tray a bit of a spread out so it can cook. By all means, if you've got an oven-proof pan, just file with the handle covered in foil. Put them in the oven, so I'm going to stick them in the lower half of the oven because I'll be putting the Wellingtons on the top half, but that's because I don't have a fan oven. If you've got a fan oven, it doesn't matter where you do it. Next thing I need to do is go and prepare the grain veg. Get myself tidied up first. Righty-ho. So everybody's favourite job at Christmas. Peeling the sprouts. So then you can take it off the stalk. If you want to just, if you want, you can peel them all the way back. Do you know what? What's the point? You're wasting all these leaves. By the way, don't waste them. Use them for stock or make a soup with them, which I'm going to do. And in this business of crossing, away and get a life. More things to life than doing that.
Well, why do people do it?
I think it's because they think that by crossing into it, it's going to cook it quicker. But there's nothing worse than a soft Brussels sprout. So, well, worse soft things than what it is. Basically, you just want to take the outer leaves out. It's just to make it look presentable, but really too much. I'm sure you didn't watch my peel and 10 sprouts.
A lot of people don't like sprouts, do they?
Yeah, it's true, but it's because they've got childhood memories of really horrible bitter sprouts. And you get some people now that say, oh, I like sprouts now, but I didn't like them when I was a kid. And the truth is, when they were kids, sprouts were a lot more bitter. So they are breeding sprouts that are tastier. So I've got purple sprout and broccoli. You want to give it a wee peel. Take the outer skin of the stalk off. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's too much effort. Some, but this means it's going to cook a bit quicker. So I'm going to do some of that as well. And because it's green veg, it doesn't take long to cook. So I'm keeping all these trimmings. I'm going to put them in the fridge. I'm going to make soup. So there's a French soup called crème garbure, which literally means cream of rubbish, cream of garbage. And it's just leftovers. And there's really no need to chuck anything out when it's just peelings. I mean, this peelings here, 1 onion and 2 tatties, sweated with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of veg or chicken stock and blitzed. It'll take you 10 minutes to make a lovely nutritious soup, and that'll be enough soup for, I don't know, 4 or 5 people. So yeah, there's no reason for people saying that, that's why I shop at Iceland. No, this food's a lot better. So taking these out of the fridge, this is all to one side. Next thing we're going to have to do is make a sauce to go with this. But yeah, these go in with a good 20 minutes to go. At the same time you're going to do your veg and your sauce. Well, obviously I've got some people in the area in anticipation of my cooking because I've got fireworks. Right, so my veggies have been in for a good 20-25 minutes. Oven's at 220, just in case I didn't say that beforehand. So, I want to make sure A, they're not sticking to the foil, which they aren't, which is good. That wasn't. So, make sure they're still well spread out so they get an even coat. And check the tatties are cooked. A good indicator is that they fall off when you stab them. So they are almost cooked. Just going to put these in. So I'm going to put the beef Wellington and then at the same time we're going to make the sauce. So I'm probably going to use about a quarter of this, maybe half of this onion, some more mushrooms. I'm going to use some of the port I've been drinking.
If there's any left.
There's any left. Good effort, it's a bottle already. And some red wine. It's the same red wine that I'm cooking with. I'm using Bisto to thicken it. I don't care what people think. You know, you can do what you like with your juice and stocks. Cook it at home. Why is it? Use Bisto. But yeah, absolutely when you're cooking, if you're using wine to cook, don't use shit wine. Because A, it's going to taste shit. B, you're not going to drink it because you're not going to use the rest of it. You're not going to use a whole bottle. Anyway, I'm going to have this, get my pans turned on. And get my Wellingtons in the oven. Okay, Wellingtons have been in the fridge. Put them in the oven. Don't want to be much more than 20 minutes. If you like them cooked well done, by all means, but I like my meat rare. Certainly rare medium for a Wellington. If you want the pastry to be cooked, that's why you've chilled it. Because if it's chilled, the meat's going to take longer to cook. So this pan's going to have to go back on because I'm going to be glazing the broccoli. I'm going to have some water for the sprouts. And then the pan for making my sauce. So the sauce, I'm going to put it on at 4, which is a high-ish kind of temperature. Sprouts and the broccoli, put them on full black, and into the Kunsel salt. You want a good amount of Kunsel salt. When you cook green veg, if you put a good amount of salt in, it actually sweetens it rather than makes it salty. Don't ask me how it works. It must be much good. I'm going to put this pan on a low to medium because I'm just going to be glazing this thing. Okay, halfway through the cooking of your meat, I'm going to get your pan on for your vegetables on for your sauce. So, food crappy style. A little bit of Kunsel oil. Wee knob of butter. And you want to get your onions, garlic, and mushrooms into the pan pretty quick. That'll help it cool down. Stop it burning, hopefully. And a small amount of old CS, Kunsel salt. Lid on. And then your boiling water, and you're going to add your sprouts. And they're going to take about 5 minutes. So is this. Keep an eye on it. Of course, you've got to keep an eye on it. Put a bit of fan on because it's getting a bit steamy in here. So 5 minutes for your sprouts. You're going to add the broccoli after about 3.5 minutes. And at that stage, that's when you're going to add your pork and your wine to your sauce. So, yeah, just keep an eye. You want to get a nice bit of colour in there without it burning. 20 minutes. I've set the timer. Watch your noggin. I'm going to turn the oven off. Remove my Wellingtons. Just leave a bit of foil over them. I'm going to leave the veggies in there because they'll stay hot. And add some pork. A big glass. And a little bit of wine. This is the wine we're going to drink with it. Half a glass. And I'm going to deglaze the pan. Okay, it's showing you what the wine is. I suppose it says Wellington. So you want to reduce this a little bit. And we've got water in the kettle, give it a boil. Sprouts have been in for 5 minutes. So we're going to add the broccoli. Cook it down a bit. Doesn't matter if you don't submerge it properly. So we'll reduce the wine a little bit. You just want to get the alcohol out of it. Use good old gravy granules just to thicken this sauce. A little bit of butter in this pan here. Brainless, lovely green veg. And it's a case of serving it up. It's quite as simple as that. My plates have been in the top of the oven here, just under the grill. It's warm, it's not switched on. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's going to be fine. So, reduce the sauce. I'm going to add a wee sugly, it's a very accurate measurement of gravy granules, just to thicken it. Literally make it as thick or as thin as you want to. I haven't had to add much, as you can see. It's gone relatively thick, and that's been, I don't know what dessert spoon. Taste it first. Make sure that it's reduced. And you need to cook this out because there are things in there, and that's it. So that comes off. That's off. This pan's on. Then back in with some butter. Get the vegetables off the heat. As you can see, by using a lot of salt, you haven't had to cook them for too long, so they stay green. Which is annoying because this is purple sprouting broccoli, and so it's purple as, I don't know. Just give it a shiggle about, you're just glazing them in the butter. Okay, and then remove your vegetables from the oven. So, there we go. That is the carrots, half of the dish.
That's just more washing up.
And you're doing the washing, aren't you? The sprouts and your broccoli in the other half of the dish. One dish. Two plates out. Oh, you see they're warm. This has taken a while, I'm not going to lie. But you know, this has all been done in one evening. Like I said already, you can prepare this in advance. So
Is that the normal?
it's the non-special needs one.
Non-special needs.
It's the special needs one. As you can see, they've worked brilliantly. Not sticking to the paper at all. The reason this is called crappy cooking put it on there. Make sure your sauce isn't like starch like I've got here. So a little bit of water. Could use stock if you wanted to.
Oops.
It's off then. So, 2 beef Wellingtons. Sauce over the top. I'm only doing this because I've got plenty of veg.
Wow.
Right, moment of truth. Make sure this isn't overcooked. Well, it's still needing rested. Hey ho.
I'm sure it's delicious.
It'll be delicious. You just highlight my meat so there it's still meat. There's your beef Wellington. Right up here. The roast veg. Green veg. Because my day, you're getting pissed. Doesn't matter what it looks like. I don't care. You don't care. At this stage you're going to be bloody hungry because it's taking you 4 hours to prepare it. Happy bloody crappy cooking. Ain't pretty, but it tastes bloody good.